Hello and welcome everyone back to Amateur Dota 2 League Season 6 North American Entry Level Playoffs. This is Game 2 of Warlocks of the Beach versus VAG. Tinker will be banned out as the first ban from VAG. They still do not want to deal with it. I guess they've watched Arabin Tinker a lot and they know, no, don't give him that hero, we'll all die. Clockwork will be the first ban coming out from Warlocks of the Beach as their first ban, and Huskar is also banned out by VAG. I got a feeling those two bans are directly targeted at Rubin. Anyway, once again, I'd like to inform everybody, Boogaloo is not here. We have a stand-in in Chewbacca from Shadow Killers who will be replacing him for this series. According to Warlocks, Boogaloo is in Mexico building schools for the needy. Axe will be banned out as the second ban for Warlocks of the Beach. And we now go into the picking phase finally. And a quick speech is that I'm running an ad currently on my Twitch TV. I will also post it into the comment section of my YouTube channel later. There is this lady that is trying to raise 1500 for her legal fee to go to the family court to get her daughter back. Apparently she has shared custody with her husband. Her husband took the daughter away and now refuses to return the daughter, so she needs to handle this in family court instead of just filing a kidnap charge, something like that. You could go through the link on my page, either the Twitch TV, you could click on a picture, or I put up a link in the YouTube. You could go through the page and you will be able to find basically the GoFundMe page where you can contact the mom herself, or you can donate there if you're willing and able to. So that's it, and we're back to the game. First pick from VGA will be Enigma. Interesting pick. The Silencer as a counter pick immediately will be picked up, because Silencer is probably one of the most annoying counter to Enigma, since the Global Silence will effectively cancel the Black Hole immediately if you do not catch the Silencer within the Black Hole. So an immediate reaction pick towards the Enigma. The Silencer will be picked up by Warlocks of the Beach. So I'm not sure whether it will be a support Silencer or a mid Silencer. But for this case, arguably a mid Silencer would likely work better. You want the Silencer to have his Global Silence when the Enigma has his Black Hole after all. Anyway, second pick coming up here, Clockwork. I'm not sure actually whether Clockwork works for Black Hole. What happens when you hook yourself into a Black Hole? Do you stop first or do you stun the Enigma first? I think you stop first because you enter the Black Hole first. Unless of course the Enigma is at the edge of the Black Hole. Anyway, Witch Doctor will be picked up as a second pick from Warlocks of the Beach. So we do have both supports out already. We do see sometimes people play the Witch Doctor as sort of a mid carry, or not a very mid carry, a mid core, where give him a lot of experience. And of course, Witch Doctors has probably one of the most annoying thing about balancing his skills up, because all three skills are extremely useful. A higher level stun means that it bounces more, higher level heal means it heals more, and actually scales pretty well, I believe. Does it? I remember it scales pretty well, yeah. Increases by 4 every time. Scales reasonably well on the level. I'm sorry, that's mana per second. Yeah, it scales very well. Increased by 8 for every level added into it. So it's about the same. It's double the amount of mana cost. And Melodic also scales really well on lever. Even the Death Ward scales really well. So Medusa and Reaver will be banned out. Chelsea is of course really good on the Tidehunter and the Reaver in his off lane, and T-Mage will be banned out as the third ban for Warlocks of the Beach. Lina actually picked up by VGA, so not sure whether it's a support Lina or a mid Lina. We'll be able to see this very soon. It'll be interesting to see a Rubin play on the Witch Doctor though I strongly doubt that's gonna happen. Once again, two very teamfight orientated heroes on Witch Doctor and Silencer. Enigma are definitely a teamfight. Lina more towards a ganking heroes than a team fight, but Darkseer will be banned out. Of course, Darkseer sets up the Enigma's ulti really well, so they do, and of course it sets up Lina's stun pretty well too. If you suck it in and stun at vacuum and stun drop at exactly the same time, you should be able to stun everyone who's put into the vacuum. And interestingly, Lion and Vengeful Spirit has not been banned or picked. A lot of players agree that they are probably among the best supports in the game right now. So we'll continue to see what will be the third pick of Warlocks of the Beach. They lost the first game to VGA, who took the game pretty convincingly, so Warlocks need a win right now to remain in the playoffs, or they will be knocked out. So they need to win this and the next game to remain in the knockout phase. So we're having some interesting games coming up today. And then Shadow Fiend will be picked up by Warlocks of the Beach as their third pick. So it looks like Arubin will not be playing the Silencer or the Witch Doctor. We will be having Arubin on the Shadow Fiend. He also does quite okay on the Shadow Fiend, but definitely plays much better on his Tinker. Or at least he won more games with the Tinker. And Mirana will be picked up by VGA right now. Mirana played as a support most of the time, as a roaming ganking support. Of course, Mirana feels like a reactive pick towards the Shadow Fiend. Mirana is able to cause a lot of trouble for Shadow Fiend in the mid lane, throwing arrows if he remains there, and constantly throwing arrows. It's a big annoyance to any Shadow Fiend player. But we'll see how this game plays out and how it goes in general. We'll find out really soon. Now that is an interesting pick. A Puck will be picked up as a fourth pick from Warlocks of the Beach. My 2 cents would be Puck is likely the offlane hero. Charles will probably bring the Puck offlane. Rubin still on the Shadow Fiend in the mid, unless they want to switch things up and bring Puck to the mid, which arguably works better against the Mirana, because the phase shift can simply dodge the arrow. Of course, we have seen, remember last year, I believe it was the TI. I'm not sure whether it was TI4, where Navi ran the Mirana and the Pudge in the mid lane against a Puck, and basically you throw in the arrow and the Puck uses a phase shift to dodge the arrow, and he gets hooked right after the phase shift. So there is the danger of that. Juggernaut will be picked up as the fourth and probably the hard carry for VGA. Juggernaut is definitely among the better carries right now we have, though Troll Warlock is still in the pool. This is interesting. Troll Warlock is actually still in the pool. Storm will be banned out. The lack of lockdown. Actually, there is no lack of lockdown. You do have a Puck, you do have a Silencer, but the Sorcery does do very well against a Shadow Fiend, and the last thing you want is a Storm doing well against a Shadow Fiend while the Mirana is pressuring you mid. So guess the mid does make sense, and the final pick will be a Naga Siren. So I think Silencer and Witch Doctor will be the supports here, and Naga Siren will be the legit Harry's carry, and he does pick up the Naga Siren, and as expected, Chowser will play on the Puck and go to the off lane. So once again here we have game 2 of VAG versus Warlocks, which will commit right now. Legit Harry on the Naga Siren, and we have Colina on the Silencer, Chowser on the Puck, Chewbacca on the Witch Doctor, and a Rubin on the Shadow Fiend. And down here we have Cheesy on the Brute Mother. Don't make me do it. Where's Waldo on the Lina, and we have Panty Dropper on the Juggernaut, Maggots on the Enigma, likely the Jungle Enigma, and Mirana Prankster on the Mirana. Smoke is being used right now at the bottom on 3 heroes. They do see the Puck, who did scale his first skill in phase shift. However, the amount of stun coming out of this, the amount of stun in this team should be able to do the trick. Lina needs to be able to land her stun after the phase shift. And an arrow will hit on Chowser, who is in a position to give away first blood, and he will give away first blood, going the way of the Lina. Juggernaut will pick up the bounty rune, and Naga on the top lane will pick up the other bounty rune. That's a big start. Okay, they didn't give it to the mid lane once again, so I guess a Rubin wouldn't have as difficult a lane as expected. He did start out with a pretty good block, and the ward being placed but immediately dewarded, so not too sure what they were doing right there. And not much action going on right now, just Puck being Puck on the off lane. You do have a double pull right now, just trying to pull as much as possible for the Enigma, maximize their farm, and Puck now soloing the lane here, and Naga Siren actually in this lane doing pretty okay right now. There's a miscue right there. Naga Siren does have a border, so she should be able to deal with the spiders pretty well very quickly. The danger, of course, is that the main thing to know is how much Prankster is going to roam and how well he's going to do on the Mirana. Paka is being used, and the arrow will not connect, so Chowser will manage to get away there. I'm not sure how fast they plan to get a sentry ward to just trouble the. Will bite down on Chewbacca, just have a bite right there, and Mirana picks up a bounty rune at the top as Lina rotates into a illusion rune. Surprisingly, Rubin isn't doing too well today. He's not exactly having as big a lead as I expect him to have over the Lina. The stun will connect on a Rubin here. A very nice arrow and a very long stun too. Chain connected, and looks like he's definitely going down right here. And the Mirana will be the one that gets the kill on the Rubin. So a very good engagement there. On top, Broodmother actually manages to solo the Witch Doctor at the off lane, right under their tower. Not good for your off lane. Not a good start for your off lane. For your safe lane, losing to a solo off lane when you are on the tri lane. They do have this very annoying silencer for the Broodmother to deal with, so that's something that they might want to look into. More webs being placed down right now. Yeah, Broodmother is taking a lot of damage from the creep itself. There's a lot of range creep here, so that's something that they might want to. She might want to be careful with. The amount of range creep does do a lot of damage at a lower level of games. It's like, I don't know what, 20 damage, and just like 3 or 4 of them. That's going to be like 80 damage, almost higher than the hero's attack, right-click attack actually. Lina does get a border up, a bounty rune. Rubin still not available with his bounty. Still don't have his border just yet. And on top, Broodmother actually once again getting a kill on legit Harry alone. Broodmother having a really good day now actually on the off lane. And Chowser on the other hand not doing well. He's doing pretty well, granted he does not have 2 kills to his name. And Juggernaut isn't exactly a very easy hero to solo kill either. He's doing pretty okay on farms. Mirana rotating down to the middle, and just a lot of spiders there. And very really low. Chewbacca once again, the net going up a little bit too late. He goes into invisibility, and actually I think the arrow connects, definitely arrow connect, and Juggernaut managed to get a kill on Chowser right there. So this is looking really bad for Warlocks. This Broodmother actually controlling the whole lane really well right now. I'm interested to see why they still don't get any sentries out to just control the Broodmother a little bit. He's going to the back lane, trying to look for a pick off on the supports, who he might be able to get. Oh no, he's not going to be able to get anything right there, but actually trying to push the lane back out again after pulling the creep, so I'm not too sure why it's that. We do have an invisibility rune on the Lina right here. A stun may be able to get something, but the Curse of Silence will be dropped down because Lina now in danger. Laguna Blade used to secure the kill, and the arrow will come in, but the range is too far and nothing else will come out from that. Lina does have a border now to just make his farm a little bit easier. Should be able to spam the illusionary ult a little bit more. Legit Harry may be in danger right now. He is being slowed down by the web and all, but managed to get out of position enough there. So healing a lot from the... Oh, he just throws out the Song of the Siren just to ensure that he gets out of there alive. The arrow does not connect as said. Prankster being spotted out by a range creep actually. And the creep will engage onto Chewbacca, and he doesn't look like he's in a very good position to do much right now. Arrow's being thrown out too, but does not hit. Where did the arrow go? And Curse being thrown out onto Mirana. This might be a first kill going the way. Nope, not enough. Very, very close, but not enough. Thought it would have been a first kill for Warlocks, but they're not going to get that. And once again, the offlane just doing really, really well. Just solo Broodmother. Doing so well against this offlane Silencer, Witch Doctor, and Legit Harry. Finally, the Sentry Ward comes out. I'm not sure why it took them so long. With the Sentry Ward out early, this combination of heroes should be able to deal with the Broodmother really, really easily. A net and the amount of damage coming out. Just simply a net, 2 silence, Curse of the Silence, and Last Word, and maybe even a stun following up from Witch Doctor should be able to kill the Broodmother enough, but it took them so long to get a Sentry Ward. Broodmother has already now dominated the lane and is now really, really high in levels and just farm in general. He has a soul ring. And now once again moving to the side, aiming for an arrow onto the Shadow Fiend. Broodmother dominating spree right there onto the Witch Doctor. Even with a Sentry Ward, they are doing really enough, particularly. And there you go, another kill going down to the way of the Naga Siren, and looks like the Broodmother wants to go down for the Silencer, and Silencer Colina bringing really, really low right here, and he will go down for a triple kill. Enigma going for a mechanism first instead of the... He's in a bad position right now. Rubin going in, and the arrow will miss onto Rubin, but no follow-ups coming up from there. Rubin does not really have enough damage to do significant amount of aggression onto the Juggernaut to bring him down at that position. But you will now try to farm up as much as possible. Power not really deny range, so I guess that's a positive for BAG. They didn't push too much. And a Ricochet going up to the Broodmother, who dived to the T2, almost right out of the T2 to get a kill onto the Witch Doctor. Not even sure why they decided to get the Sentry Ward so late. By the time they got the Sentry Ward, there was just absolutely no point of getting the Sentry Ward anymore. And Broodmother will push this lane out. Broodmother is doing a lot of damage. 7 kills to 0 right now. Once again, Warlock lost every single lane in the laning phase actually. Similar to the last game, they have actually lost all games. Juggernaut does have an ultimate right now, but I don't think he wants to jump on a park, which will dodge the arrow that he almost walked himself into. We have everyone coming into position here. Shadow Fiend is in a pretty good position. Ultimate will be thrown up from the back, but only managed to hit Prankster and and West will do, and Puck wasn't in a position to do much from there, and looks like Puck will go down. Chowser will go down the back, and Robin's ultimate only manages to hit the 2 supports, so the negative damage and slow wasn't too important. Doesn't play a big factor in that. And on top, the Brood Mother, which has taken down the T2, has also got another kill on the Witch Doctor, which is almost close to being a very effective feeder right now. And Colina will go down, and looks like Rubin will go down for a triple kill going the way of Pantry Dropper. And they will get a T2. And this game looks very, very over right now. It should be like it is a 15,000 goal lead and a 10,000 experience lead in favor of VAG. And the push will continue going into the racks. It's only 13 minutes and almost all outer towers have been brought down. And another kill onto the Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor. Another kill onto the Witch Doctor, which he is almost like trolling away right now. And it's just giving kills and kills over and over again away to the Brood Mother. And the Brood Mother is probably beyond godlike right now, right? Oh no, it's almost godlike. And as for vision, we do have absolutely no vision for Warlocks of the Beach at all. And once again, very aggressive warding style from VAG. Do have it both screwing onto the Silent Tower right here, and Brood Mother will get a kill onto the Silencer again. Okay, not again, but they will get a kill onto the Silencer on the top lane, which has been just feeding a lot of kills towards him, honestly. And Lina is not in position, drops the stun onto Arubin, but manages to silence him up, so he will not be able to throw the Laguna Blade. A creep will block the arrows, so no deaths will come out from that. I haven't actually seen a very major global silence go off just yet, so waiting for some big plays right here, but you're gonna need some really, really big plays. Let's not climb up. It doesn't have a blink dagger. It does have a mechanism, and a black hole will be in range. Witch Doctor being brought down really quickly. Naga Siren's ultimate thrown out, but the arrow will take him down. Colina also being brought down right now from follow-up. Mirana actually getting a double kill right there. So looks like it will be a T3 with the Brood Mother's creep right here pushing the tower. And the creep wave coming in a second, and of course the creep wave spawning in a second too. And a lot of stuns just coming out and showing up just clear the creep wave, but they will get the creep wave. And at the back, Enigma trying to engage on the tree. He ultimately will be dropped down to bring in an Enigma, tries to go back in for a black hole, but not in time. He will be brought down just in time before he manages to get his ultimate off. It looks like they will be able to defend their their racks here. Only the T3 will go down. That should have been silent. It is silent. Something's wrong. And arrow here will connect on a Rubin. A lot of spiders are chilling him up, and a Rubin will go down. And in the process, taking some spiderlings with him, though I don't think they're too concerned about the spiderlings. Puck will face shift himself up, but will get stunned off anyway, and will go down for ultimate drop down. Now in a good position, but not enough to kill anyone. Just not enough to kill anyone right there. Buyback on Chowser being used. Just Sentry Ward being denied right there, and Enigma Dagon being used up right there. It looks like he will go down, but manages to get away. Trying to bottom himself up, but he will go down anyway. And looks like the godlike streak may end right here. It will end. It goes the way of everyone. And Juggernaut ultimates in, trying to get a kill on Colina. And a stun actually lands in Chewbacca in the back right there. And the final T2 will go down. And then now everyone, 3 heroes chasing onto the courier, trying to get a kill onto the courier. Juggernaut uses the MOM actually to try to chase the courier, and the courier will go down. And Sacred Relic actually in the courier. And the stun silencer will be saved by the Eel Scepter right there being used up. Juggernaut being caught up. Black Hole immediately cancelled. Not sure why. I think probably cancelled by the bounce from the stun of Witch Doctor. I'm not too sure, but it was cancelled somehow. Stun being thrown out will miss Chewbacca. Otherwise there will be another death right there. So 25 kills to 1. I see. They do have a 25,000 gold lead and a 15,000 experience lead. Or less close to a 15,000 experience lead. Nice engagement, Juggernaut. So within range, Dagon being used on legit Harry is now being low. Naga Siren will pop her ultimate to run out to get out of there, and she will manage to get out there alive. So some of the Siren used to keep herself alive right there. I'm still waiting for a good black hole, but we have had nothing so far, and the arrow will connect on our Rubin. Dagon coming in, and the Dagon will get a kill right there. And Witch Doctor drops down the ultimate once again, and not enough damage, but did do a lot of damage to the Juggernaut, but just insufficient. A net will come down. Colina takes the arrow in the face and goes down to the Brood Mother again, and the Brood Mother now diving into the T4. Dagon onto Witch Doctor will get that, and now engaging onto legit Harry, but it's going really low. Does not have lifesteal. Punk drops the ultimate, and Nigma on the other hand will get the kill actually. It looks like 2 lanes of Rax going away, and I'm not sure what Charles are doing, but he's escaping now. And engagement onto a Rubin as Puck attempts to, I'm not too sure, do what. He's now silenced up. Enigma once again not in the position to throw out anything. Enigma brought really low there. 4 heroes really low right there. Puck may want to jump in again. I'm not too sure. He just jumps in, ultimate up, but he will be brought down before. Oh no, sorry, it's Witch Doctor that is being brought down right now. Juggernaut now engaging onto Chowser. Chowser will go down, but Juggernaut will go down to legit Harry 2. Brood Mother now coming into Dagon the Park actually. So Juggernaut did not get the kill on the Park. And now Radiance is out finally. This game is definitely over. It looks like more like they're just playing it for the fun of playing it. Naga is in danger here, and Naga will go down to the Juggernaut very quickly. Buybacks on the Juggernaut. Global Silence being used right now, and Juggernaut is silenced out too. Terrabake and Dagon being dropped down onto the Juggernaut. Black Hole catches 3, but Chowser jumps into the Black Hole anyway to make it 4. Everyone dies. Juggernaut dies too, and now Prankster will go down. So it's 4 kills, going the way of a Naga Siren, I think. Puck going down again to the arena at the bottom lane right now. I'm not even too sure. I'm not even too sure why they're just playing this game for the fun of it. This will be the last game they play for a really, really long time after all. It's going to be a month break if you drop out of the playoffs right now. It's going to be a month until the next game. The next game, according to the AD2L website, will start on April 16, I believe. An interesting player. Net being dropped further into the arrow, now being thrown up, trying to fish for hero. Will land on a Rubin at the back, but he's pretty safe right now. Black Hole not ready for 80 seconds. And Dagon being used on the Colleen, the Chewbacca this time actually, but ultimate thrown into the Silencer, who will go down, and Broodmother will go down too in the exchange of a lot of kills right there, but doesn't look like Rubin will be able to get out of this alive. And Juggernaut now just chopping up a lot of people right there. Puck just trying to get as much damage done to the Lina as possible. He is now not in a very good position. Chainstar might be able to kill him. All these skills will miss actually, but the right click will be sufficient to bring Chowser down. This is the final lane of Rex, I believe. And it is the final lanes of Rex. It will go down very, very quickly. Buyback on Chowser. Very laggy for some reason. And Radiant now has Mega Creeps, and Chewbacca being stunned up but will be brought down by the Lina. And this game is just going crazy. It's just like all for fun right now. Puck will go down again. Lina trying to throw as much damage as possible onto Panty Droppers. But he will be mecha up, and he will start life stealing back into the game. Mirana throws out the ultimate. So invisibility rune, Arubin being stunned up by the Basher, and will go down once again. Black Hole onto 1. Silencer will go down right there, and Naga Siren throws out the ultimate, but and T4 will finally be brought down. Arrow thrown out onto the illusion, so not really, not too much. Miranda might die right there. Actually does not die, just enough to stay alive. Rubin will buy back now, and that onto the Enigma, and stun also being used onto him. Enigma will go down, but Juggernaut now chopping down to Rubin, and Rubin will go down. Global Silence being thrown out. That's the least so I've ever seen. Not in time to bring the Juggernaut down, so they will stay alive, and Q will go the way of VAG. And Wizards of the Beach is knocked out from the playoffs as VAG will progress, and we won't see you next week then. So the next time I'm going to start again to cast is probably season 7. So thank you everyone for supporting me on my Twitch TV page, and goodbye. See you next season.